Today, I'm going to talk about the 12 best sales jobs that are available in the marketplace for you to make a lot of money, a lot of commissions. My name is Michael Barive, and I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years. We did that with zero money invested, and now we have a solar company that's growing. We have a coaching and consulting company helping salespeople and sales teams that are out there in the marketplace. So if you need some help, DM us on all the platforms. We'll help you out. And we also have an investment company with multifamily. So we have a lot of things cooking for us, a lot of good things. But when it comes to sales, I have sold everything under the freaking sun. The only thing I probably didn't sell was cars and homes. That's probably the only thing I really didn't sell, but everything else under the boat, I sold things for homes, I sold things for cars, I've sold a lot of stuff, right? So I believe these 12 jobs, if you're brand new, you want to get into sales, these are the most, in my opinion, the best top quality sales jobs, in my opinion. We can start making money like that, right? You don't have to wait 6 years. You can make money like that. So if you broke as a joke, this is exactly what I would do, okay? If you have a little bit of money, I would focus on these as well, okay? So 12 best sales jobs. Number one, with these first three, by the way, you have to have a little bit of experience. It's very difficult to get in with experience, but if you could find your way in, then I will recommend that as well, right? So number one, tech sales. Tech sales, 100% love that. Software sales. Right now, SaaS companies, AI companies, they're hiring a lot of sales guys to sell their products, right? And a lot of times, you don't have to even go door to door. You can just sit behind a desk and sell it over a computer, right? Number two is medical sales. I love medical sales. I have a lot of friends in that. A lot of it is going to doctors. A lot of it is going to pharmaceutical companies. A lot of it is going to this, going to that. There's a lot of things, a lot of new technology coming out where you can go to, from business to business or even to consumers to sell medical devices or medical stuff, right? Medical sales, highly recommended. Number three, pharmaceutical sales. Okay, pharmaceutical sales. I don't really like what some pharmaceutical companies are pushing, but guess what? It's a lot of good money in some of them and some great products out there, great people, great margins. It's just a tough and competitive space. But these three ones require a little bit of experience for the most part. Sometimes you might get lucky where you don't need experience, but a lot of times you may need experience to get into these three. But the other ones I'm going to tell you, I promise you, you have no experience, they will hire you 100%. Okay, 100%, because that's how I got into the game, right? So number four is home improvement sales. Okay, windows, doors, HVAC, anything to do with the home, okay? It's very, very, very lucrative, in my opinion. Roofs, right? It's very lucrative. Home improvement is extremely well-paying, right? The only challenge may be is sometimes you don't get paid as fast in certain situations, but for the most part, the commissions are pretty juicy, okay? Next is the telecom sales. Okay, telecom sales, that's how I actually made most of my money in the first couple of years of me knocking on doors. I sold for Verizon, I sold for Time Warner Cable, now they're called Spectrum. I sold for a lot of these companies, I made a shit ton of money. As a sales rep, I made I made 6 figures, but I also helped a lot of other people in my company later on when I built my team, because I got a contract with them to sell and build a team, and I made a shit ton of money, right? Millions of dollars we made through telecom sales, right? There's pest control. Okay, which is the next one. Pest control is amazing as well. It is a little bit challenging because you got to go to certain places in the marketplace because not all markets are available for pest control. Like, for example, it may not be as sexy in New York as it may be in Florida, but pest control is definitely a great place. Great industry in my opinion. Next is alarms. I sold alarms for a couple of years. I didn't enjoy it, but there's a lot of freaking money in that. Would I recommend you to do it nowadays? There's other options, like I said, but it's still a good place to sell and to make a strong commission. You can make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week as a sales guy right off the rip, right? If you learn how to communicate with people, right? Next, my favorite, in my opinion, solar. I love solar. I have a love-hate relationship with solar. Solar is amazing. The only challenge is if you're dealing with the wrong company, you will not get paid right away, and you might not even get paid at all sometimes, right? You got to be very careful who you're doing business with. There's a lot of Joey Schmoes out there, but if you do business with the right company, like for example, with Nova Energy, we like to take care of our sales reps, training, all that stuff. So we love to do solar the right way, and so far it's been really good for us, right? Next, real estate. Real estate. If you want to get good in sales, real estate is not a bad place. Right now, the rates are coming down a little bit, but it's the best time to get in because, the marketplace may have a lot of Joey Schmoes in there, but you can separate yourself from the masses of assets by doing what's different. Because the average real estate sales guy sells like one home every couple of months. I don't even know the numbers, right? But there's a lot of money to make. Commissions are pretty juicy. Next is mortgages. Mortgages are really good. I got a couple of friends doing a lot of money in mortgages. It's a really good business because it gives you the opportunity to make a lot of money, but also the chance to build a team. Next, remote sales for influencers. For example, you can sell for a guy like myself or a guy that's selling a coaching program, a consulting program. There's a lot of demand for that. There's a lot of info products out there, and there's a lot of people that are selling coaching, consulting, and info products, and you can literally work for them and sell their services and make the average commission on average is like, $500 to $1,000 per deal. Bro, it's quick and you get paid right away, right? And last but not least, I have a couple friends doing this. There are some Joey Schmoes in this shit, but there's some good people as well in the cash advance business, in the finance business, where you're selling loans and selling, cash advance. So I just gave you guys 12 different places for you to get involved in sales. You might say, Michael, why don't you include insurance? I personally don't like insurance, but there's great companies out there. You could do that as well. There's a lot of other sales you could do. I just picked the top 12 best sales jobs, in my opinion, where you can make a shit ton of money really, really, really fast with the least amount of risk, and you can make good bank. And the other reason why I told you to do these 12 best sales jobs, the first 3, obviously, I don't know too much about building sales teams, but when it comes to the last 9, those are the best ones to build sales teams. So if you want to learn how to duplicate yourself, right, and multiply your income by not just your efforts, but by other people's efforts, that's the best one in my opinion, because you're able to build a team relatively quickly, which is how I was able to do that in less than a couple of years, because I focused on the products and services that people want, need, must have, and they're willing to pay right there, right on the spot, and you can make a shit ton of money. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you need a sales job, DM us. We have some opportunities available in Florida. We may have some opportunities available in some other states as well. But if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video.